Welcome to The Topic, where we highlight Houston Community College, our students, our programs, and our reach into the community. I'm Todd Duplantis. If you're watching us on HCC TV, YouTube, or all social media, you can download the audio versions of our podcasts on Apple Podcasts or hccs.edu/podcast. We've got a great show lined up for you for the next half hour. You know, attending HCC is very affordable and user-friendly, but we're also a great pipeline and pathway to get into a four-year university, especially now that we have several partnerships across Houston and really the state of Texas. We're joined right now by Dr. Scott Marzilli. You're the Dean of University College at UH-Downton. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you very much. So excited to be here.
Now, I would imagine the role of community colleges and along with universities have changed over the last 2 decades, and we're no longer looked as competitors, but a pathway for students to get into a four-year university. So these partnerships, I imagine, would be very important to U of H and UH-D, correct?
Oh my gosh, you know, especially with HCC, the partnership is really a cornerstone of what we do. We have partnerships with most of the degrees. Almost every single degree has a 2+2, so they take the first 2
Right.
years at here at HCC, and then they follow up and they graduate from UH-D.
Well, you know, a lot of folks may say, watching the show out there or listening to us, saying, well, that's no big deal. Back when I went to community college, I transferred to university. But it's a big deal now, because I know when I went to a community college and transferred to another college, I lost a number of hours. And now the biggest thing for mine, it kind of blows my mind to know that from the beginning, you can make a pathway to really get through that degree plan without losing any hours in the transfer.
Yeah, I think that is a really great point. I think that, you know, in the past, exactly right. People they were seen as two independent entities.
Yep.
Where you would, you know, finish your AA or AS degree or AAS degree and then see what transferred. And I think that is key now, that a student can come and they see their four-year path right in front of them with very limited loss of any credit. And that is great, you know, with all the debt that students have,
Yeah.
and to be able to start here at HCC and see their four-year path and then finish at UH-D or one of the other partners is really remarkable that we can do that now.
And knowing that you're going in and you're not only losing credit hours, but you're saving so much money in the long run.
Well, it's not only, yeah, you're saving money in the long run, but there's also an opportunity cost, so that not only are you saving money on tuition, you're able to get out in the workforce and start your career
Right.
earlier, which is, you know, what people sometimes don't think about, but that is a huge advantage of these pathways.
Let's talk about some of the pathways that are offered and some of the programs that are offered through UH-D and these partnerships. Tell us about the one that you're most proud of.
Well, the one that's within University College is BAAS in Applied Administration. That's the kind of the parent program.
Right.
The reason that is so exciting is because there's a lot of students now that come to HCC and they're going to take AAS or workforce degrees, right? They get them right out into the workforce with great careers. And they can do it with 2 years, 2 years and they're out in the workforce, whether you're a PT, physical therapy assistant, occupational therapy assistant, radiology technician, they can go right out into the workforce and they're doing great. Then a few years later, they're doing exceptionally well and they want a promotion.
Sure.
Or they're up for a promotion, but they say you need a baccalaureate degree, a 4-year degree to get that. Our BAAS and Applied Administration degree allows students to take those workforce credits that typically are not easily transferred to a 4-year university, and we can take up to 36 hours of those workforce credits. They're called WECM credits that we can transfer. So it really creates a pathway for the AAS students that are here at HCC.
And like you mentioned, which is so important, I know when I was going to college and probably as well, working's a big deal, you know, and being able to hold that full-time job or be able to take your classes at weird hours. And I know HCC offers that. Do you guys have flexible schedules over there as well?
We do, and we have multiple partnerships with HCC. We have a Saturday-only program that it kind of partners up top with HCC's Saturday program. We also have our BAS and Applied Administration is 100% online as well. So that's key because a lot of these students are in the workforce. They did a great job. They earned their degree. They're working full-time jobs, and they can't really quit their job to come back to school and take the
Right.
traditional hours. So we allow, the online program, which would allow them to work full-time and earn their degree.
And what are you finding the demographics of these students? Are they reaching across the spectrum? Are you thinking they're mainly younger, or some of them they're closer to middle age? Where are you finding them?
The average student in our degree programs is about 37 years old.
Okay.
So these students have a tremendous amount
Right.
of work experience and life experience, and they're also they're very motivated. They're very motivated to come back and do well and graduate to get that next advancement.
I imagine you also find a number of them have already started a family. They're working as well. They might be married, and they're like you said, very motivated in getting out there as well.
It's funny you bring that up. Just yesterday, we had a honor ceremony for our students that were graduating this coming winter.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, as I was talking and listening, there were kids crying and kids cheering for their mom and dad. And so, yes, I mean, we get all sorts, but a lot of them have families. And that is a unique thing, right? When they're coming back, it's not just them making the decision to come back. It's
Right.
the whole family, including the kids, supporting them. So it really is a remarkable opportunity to see them graduate, because when they're graduating, it's the whole family is there to support them.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, because we're very proud of HCC's culinary arts program, and you guys have a program that works with the culinary arts in restaurant and food services administration. Maybe you could tell us briefly about that.
Right. This is part of a Texas Affordable Baccalaureate degree grant that we got with the coordinating board, and we're very excited about that. It should start in about a year and a half. We're in the planning stages of that. And again, what we'll do is we'll partner directly with HCC, and those students that are in the culinary arts, they'll come over and earn their BAAS degree in the restaurant area. And hopefully the plan right now is that we'll have internships set up in many of the restaurants. We have tremendous restaurants here.
Oh,
in
Houston's
Houston.
become a foodie town.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh, it is.
Yeah.
And to have our students be able to have internships
Right.
in with those restaurants, I think will be amazing.
Dr. Scott Marzilli, from the Dean of University College at UH-Downton. We appreciate your partnership with HCC, and we look forward to more successful years. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for having us here.
Absolutely. When we come back, we're going to be talking engineering program in Texas A&M. Stay tuned to The Topic. We'll be back after this.
Meet Saskia. She loves cars. Seriously, she whistles at them. So she's studying engineering at Houston Community College. After that, a 4-year degree. Then it's off to the races. HCC, for everyone, anytime. This is Matthew. He's a high school student on the track team. He's trying to decide who to ask to homecoming, but an easier decision was to get dual college history credit from Houston Community College. HCC, for everyone, anytime.
Welcome back to The Topic. I'm Todd Duplantis. Houston Community College offers an affordable education, but we also offer some unique pathways to universities across the state of Texas, and one of them involves engineering, an engineering degree from Texas A&M Engineering Academy. Joining me today is Associate Professor of Practice Bjorn Bangstein, and also HCC Texas A&M student Sean Blackburn, to tell us more about this program. Thanks for being here.
very happy to be here.
Yeah, I've done some stories over the past year regarding the shortage of engineers that are going to be needed and how we're just not producing enough engineers in America. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so there's an initiative by Texas Higher Education Committee to have 60% of all Houston people from age 24 to 35 to have an associate degree or a bachelor degree.
Right. And so but as far as engineers needed out there, there's a big demand for them, correct?
That's true. So there all kind of engineers will be a growing demand for. You see, so trying to build our environment,
right.
energy, so on, so forth. So there's a huge transition as well. That like a lot of engineers are getting up to an older age,
Yep.
they will retire, and
Baby boomers.
Baby boomers,
Yeah.
yes, that's correct. And younger people need to actually take up and fill those places. And also, we are developing the state of Texas as well, with all the infrastructure and all
Right.
that stuff. So,
And it's across the board. You mentioned they could be ones civil engineers, electronic engineers, all across the board, correct?
all across the board, yes.
I thought this program was extremely unique because it was a partnership where you could start at HCC earning your 4-year degree from Texas A&M, but you get a chance to stay home for a while and then actually move on to Texas A&M. And Sean, you're about to do that, right?
Yes, sir. So I'm going to transfer up there in the spring semester. So I've been there for a year and a half now. Yeah,
And you're enjoying the program so far?
yeah, it's been great. Like I met a lot of new people,
Right.
great professors. So essentially, like I found that like the professors here and the professors at Texas A&M are about the same.
Right.
So they teach us exactly the same. So there's like no like stigmata with community college.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's like.
I mean, it's a perfect partnership, and you get to save a lot of money along the way. You're going to get out of college with not owing, a house worth of debt.
Yeah.
You'll get out with very minimal debt on this. That's great. What type of engineering do you want to go into, Sean, and what attracted you to engineering?
So in the 3rd grade, we had a career project that we had to do, and I chose engineering because I'm like, oh, this looks cool. But as I started reading more about it, I thought like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so I started going more into like the medical side of it. So like what I want to do is biomedical engineering.
Okay.
And like from there, I would like to go to medical school. So I'm going to be in school for a long time.
Right. And I guess the stigma is a lot of folks think going into engineering, well, you're just going to go into construction. You're going to build bridges,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going into medical engineering, but you're going through this engineering academy. So it really does apply across the board with what people want to do, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many disciplines you can get into.
Yeah, so we're starting at HSC with a 2-year transition program. You have access to 22 different major at the Texas A&M.
Okay.
Everything that Sean said, the biomedical engineering, Houston is a huge part of the medical field.
Yeah.
Everything from construction, oil and gas, and other technology-driven things as well.
Wow. So that's in biomedical engineering. One day, it's such an ambiguous term.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing? Are you going to be building parts for machines that are going to explore hearts? What do you see yourself doing?
Mostly, I see myself in more like the like creating new organs. So,
Okay,
like,
all
so,
right.
like artificial hearts, maybe like
Yeah.
artificial liver, because like
They're printing those these days.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I just wanted to make it easier for people to get access to that kind of stuff because like being on a transplant list, like it takes forever. And
Yeah.
like most of the time, like people die on the list without getting the organ they need.
I know, and it's. I've heard so much about Well, you look back, you'll probably remember this, but when we used to watch a TV series called Star Trek, they'd print meals.
Yeah.
You'd go and order your meal, and they'd make. But they're really doing that stuff nowadays, and they're doing it with limbs, and that, we're getting to that point.
Anything you could think of, they're printing it. Like
Right.
like cars, like
Yep.
anything really.
So you have you'll be going to Texas A&M, and how long will you be there?
Well, because I'm going in the spring, I'll be there. Let's see, like 2.5 years.
Okay, so you still have another 2.5 years to go. So you'll be
Right.
transferring as a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sophomore year.
All right. And as we mentioned, hopefully the football team will take a turnaround for you by the time you get
I
up
hope
there.
so, too.
Basketball season's here. We got all.
I can count on that, hopefully.
What's been the response with this program so far? Because it's a phenomenal program, and it seems as people learn about it, there's going to be a lot of folks who are interested because you do get the Texas A&M degree, and you save more than half the cost as you would living up there and paying a full 4 years worth of tuition at a traditional university.
Yeah, so the savings part is actually great. On average, you save $50,000 on your
Wait, say that again?
$50,000.
$50,000 is what you
We
say.
kind of put your kind of tuition into
Wow.
half. And the,
Yeah.
and the great thing that being with you are for 2 years here at the local community college. You are in your community, you support your community, you're an ambassador for other people looking at
Sure.
the same opportunity, and you have the opportunity to network and deal with the companies around here.
And you guys, and as you mentioned earlier, the professors at HCC and Texas A&M, they're all teaching the same curriculum. You guys are all heading the same direction. Right. So you're getting taught by professors really from Texas A&M that you're going to transfer to with this program.
That is correct. So there's no major difference between starting here in Houston or starting directly at the college station. The same curriculum, same program, same math, same science, same engineering courses.
And I know HCC is working out in Katy. Are you guys located? What college are y'all located at right now?
We are located at the Spring Branch.
The Spring Branch College.
So
now.
Middle of the energy corridor.
Okay.
Yeah.
If someone wants to get information on this, can they go through an HCC advisor to get all the information they need?
That's right. You go into HCC webpage looking for engineering academy, or we can go into a Texas A&M webpage looking for engineering academies. And we totally have, if you find the Houston one, we totally have like 7 different academies already.
So you have 7 of them. We're one of them, the one with Houston Community College. Yeah. Correct. It's a phenomenal program, and I heard about this, and I'm glad that we could get you guys on the show because we need to tell more people about this. Right. I think community colleges really, we're out there so that you can save money, get a great education, and then get that 4-year degree if you wish to do so.
Correct.
All right. Well, I appreciate both of you being here. Associate Professor of Practice Bjorn Bangstein and HCC and soon-to-be full-time Texas A&M student Sean Blackburn. Thanks for being here to talk about the Engineering Academy.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
When we come back on the topic, we'll talk about a partnership we have with Texas Southern University. Stay tuned.
Meet Elizabeth. She's a mom on her way to get groceries. She's also on her way to getting an associate's degree at Houston Community College that could help provide for her family. HCC, for everyone, anytime.
I've seen people's lives change just by attending a class at HCC.
Some of them might not have the financial means to go to a 4-year university. That doesn't make them any less quote-unquote smart than the kids who go to a 4-year school.
HCC is easy to get to. It's easy to apply and easy to become a part of.
It gave me so much confidence.
Once you finish your 2 years there, you can transition into a 4-year university or go into the workforce.
It's affordable, it's accessible, it changes lives.
We have academic programs that help students get from high school into a university. And the data is very clear that students that take the path of a community college finish in far higher numbers than students that start straight into a university experience. Our students can achieve a baccalaureate degree in multiple fields from the universities in the area without ever leaving Houston Community College.
Meet Lisa. When she's not moving to a Zydeco beat, she's making moves towards a better job with a nursing degree from Houston Community College. Ça c'est bon, Lisa. HCC, for everyone, anytime.
Welcome back to The Topic. I'm Todd Duplantis here at HCC TV at Houston Community College. Thanks for joining us today. It's always a plus for students to stay near home when they're attending college, especially getting a chance to earn not only their degree from a community college, but a university, a nearby university as well. And joining me now is Dr. Kendall T. Harris, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs at Texas Southern University, TSU. Thanks for being here.
Well, Todd, thank you for having us here. I tell you, this is a great opportunity for for us to partner with ACC, you know, as the #1 largest community college in the area.
Right.
It will benefit Texas Southern University to have such a partnership.
Well, you know, you're dovetailing to the questions I wanted to ask you about the importance of partnerships with community college, especially for TSU. How has the role of community colleges changed over the years for you guys? I imagine now we're more of a pipeline as opposed to a competitor as it was years ago.
Yes, for sure. Definitely a pipeline situation for our students to transfer in. And it's actually on two fronts. On the financial front.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely a different cost parameters for those students that choose to do the first 2 years at a community college.
They save a whole lot.
Oh, my
Sure
goodness, they do save a lot. But it also helps them to progress on in their lives. We got a lot of students that cannot afford to take that full-time 4-year experience. They have families, they have to have other experiences. So it gives them an opportunity to do their 2 years here at ACC or a local community college, and then transition over into Texas Southern University or a 4-year institution.
I know back in the days when possibly you and I were going to college, and many years ago, there were times where you take so many classes that you never needed in the end of it.
Right.
Nowadays, I know we work here at HCC, particularly with guys like you, you know, with TSU, to make sure that doesn't happen for students.
Yes, I mean, that is a key point. Not only do we want to ensure that our students graduate with the 120 hours or the hours that are required for their bachelor's degree, but we want to make sure they're graduating in a timely manner also. So we're working very, very, very close with ACC now, is making sure that we have those department to department articulations in place. So the students are taking exactly what they will need and at the exact sequence. So not only do they transfer in all the hours that would be required, so if it takes 60 hours to get their associate's degree, we want to ensure that all 60,
every
not
hour.
58, not 59, but all 60 apply to their degree. So with these partnerships really help us out with is ensuring that the students' hours are being taken in the right direction.
Being a parent of a child now, she's a little bit older and still in college.
Oh, yeah, I
but
understand
it really helps when you don't have to worry about those things. When you know your kids can get in and pay for the right amount of hours and not have to overpay for going to college. If someone wants to go into the program, go through HCC and TSU, what would you advise them? Do they need to go see one of your advisors first? Come to us first? How would you tell them to go?
Well, actually, that's a great question. It really depends. It really happens at the partnership between HCC and Texas Southern University. We want to be there from the onset so that the students know as we plan out their degree plan that, hey, if you take these courses, each of the 4 semesters that they're here with you, the 2 years they're here with you at ACC, that all of them are there for you. So we don't want to confuse. That's why we got a partnership. We don't want to confuse the students. Actually, we want to let students know that they are having an HCC TSU experience from day one.
Absolutely.
If they choose to go to TSU, then they have an opportunity to have that experience from day one, that they're going to be co-advised. We're going to have our advisors here at HCC, which will allow our students to know exactly what they're going to take as they move forward.
I know we've probably piqued some parents' interest out there, and they're like, I want to get involved with this. What type of programs are we talking here?
Oh, my goodness. You know, we offer over 90 different degree programs here at Texas Southern University. Now, will all 90 of those make it? Not all 90, but what we have are some particular programs that we for sure know that could make programs such as our communications program.
Sure.
You know, we're broadcasting right now in your ACC studio. It'd be a great opportunity for that communication student from ACC to go directly into our communication program. We have a television and film major at Texas Southern University, so those students would transition. But also our traditional programs, business programs will be great opportunity for the students. Psychology programs will be great opportunities for the student. Education, something, one of the great things about having a partner like HCC is you have a very diverse program.
Oh, we sure do.
Your allied health programs
right.
at one of your campuses is a great opportunity for our health sciences degrees.
The Coleman College,
Yes,
which is
correct.
in the medical center.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be a great opportunity for those students to do their associate's degrees in health sciences and then continue on and do a health administration program that we have and health science program that we have. Even as an opportunity for them to do their pre-pharmacy.
Right.
So these are things that can then definitely transition. So we will have a total list of those programs that we'll be advertising as an opportunity for HCC direct transition to TSU.
And you mentioned something earlier, and I want to re-emphasize that for folks, is these just don't just happen, these programs. These are partnerships where you get chancellors, presidents, everyone involved from the top down working on making this a seamless transfer for students.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly right. I always tell my administration team is that, hey, as the provost and vice president of academic affairs, my job is to shake hands, but the real work happens when the departments talk to the departments, when the professors start talking to professors. And that's exactly what we're working on now. It is an intentional partnership where we're allowing your professors to talk to our professors.
They're talking curriculum and what matches.
What matches.
Right.
They're even talking at certain departments about what textbooks they should use.
Well, I was going to ask about that too. Right.
What textbooks they should use to ensure that the students are going to make sure they're getting the right curriculum-based information that's going to allow them to transfer seamlessly.
And when I first started with Houston Community College, it amazed me how easy it is for students now. Because back in the day, you had to go from one campus to another, go back to the other campus, and now that's all worked out. And I think it's great for the students, and having these partnerships are phenomenal for the students and for the college and the university.
Oh, for sure. Technology helps that out a lot, where we can allow students to take courses online. That will allow them to even, while they're transitioning, some of our particular programs, for instance, engineering, those one of the programs where we're really looking for a dual enrollment type of situation where they will actually be taking some courses online or even face-to-face at TSU while they're in your program. Some courses that you may not offer, but these courses are vital to ensure that they stay on sequence and that they finish in the time slot of 8 semesters or 4 years.
Dr. Kendall T. Harris, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, thank you for being here on The Topic.
Thank you.
We look forward to working with you again in the future.
This is going to be a great partnership between Houston Community College and Texas Southern University. Just for where we're located, being the second largest historical black college and university in the country.
It's a wonderful college, and you guys got some great programs.
For us to make some partnerships.
Thank you, sir, for being here with us on The Topic today. And thank you for joining us on The Topic. If you'd like to download our podcast, you can go to hccs.edu/podcast. For The Topic on HCC TV, I'm Todd Duplantis. I'll see you next time.